everybody, it's me again. I just wanted to come back with another update. I know last time I talked to you all, I was celebrating a year and a half in physical therapy. That was earlier this month, and I'm happy to say that some of the issues that I talked about in my last video have gotten much better and resolved themselves somewhat, so to speak. I had some back pain issues for a while where I would just hurt pretty constantly, and the pain was, was pretty up there. It was like 4 or 5 on the pain scale. Like, it was bothersome. And I finally, I guess for about 2.5 weeks now, maybe 3 weeks, finally I've been better and not hurting as much. Not hurting all the time is the I think the best part about it is that I feel like I do get some relief. There are times when it hurts a lot still if I sit too much, or if I'm super duper active and just go crazy and do too much, I'll hurt. But the constantness of it is gone, so that's a huge relief. The other progress that I've made is I'm probably about done with pool therapy. We've done several sessions now. I don't exactly remember how many because I swim myself twice a week too, so sometimes we throw some pool therapy in there and sometimes we don't, but I'll have one more of those next week just to make sure things are good to go, and then I'll transition to just therapy on land, which I'm excited about but sad about because I actually prefer physical therapy in the pool, but if I don't need it, I also understand, us not doing things that I don't need. I have the exercises. I've been doing some of the therapy-like exercises in the pool, but I officially now have the printed sheets that are laminated so they don't get wet that I can take with me when I swim on Tuesdays and Fridays to do some of that in the pool in addition to swimming my laps and floating around and some of the other things that I enjoy to do. So that's really cool to have those. Interestingly enough, we're still working on my back, but we're actually sort of moving to upper body strengthening now too, because my low back muscles are weak, but the muscles between my shoulders are also very weak because I'm not used to doing a lot of upper body stuff, so I'm not going to have a lot of strength in those muscles. At PT yesterday, we did some upper body stuff with a little bit of weight and, pulling this way, pulling that way. And it wasn't a lot of weight because my arms aren't very strong yet, but I'm looking forward to getting them stronger. I am looking into signing up with a trainer at the local YMCA to be able to work a little bit more on building those upper body muscles and those shoulder muscles, with some guidance from somebody else that knows about gym equipment. I've never been really a gym type person, so most of the time if I ever went to the gym, even in college, I was either on a treadmill or on a bike. I wasn't thinking about lifting and getting things stronger that way. And I have my little weights at home that I do a few things with here and there pretty consistently actually now. But I'm just looking forward to some other options to mix that up and make it more challenging and continue to build those muscles, because as I'm learning the time that I've been in physical therapy, everything is connected, and while one part of my back might be stronger now, strengthening another part of my back is going to help too. It's all connected, and every little bit helps when it comes to building up some strength. So I also got my grades back for my master's degree, and I know that stress is a huge inflammatory, and I've really found, since getting those grades back and since having that homework stress over for a little bit, I am so much less tense in general. I am so much more relaxed, and I just didn't realize how much of that stress and how much of that tension I was carrying inside of my body because of all the, million things I had to do on my to-do list, and I just felt like there was never enough time to get any of that done. But I'm happy to say that I passed all my classes, more than passed all my classes. I did really well this year, especially with the circumstances. I ended up with, the Spanish grading system is out of 10, and so I ended up with all 8s and 9s, and then I ended up with a 7.4 and a 7.6. Now, when I think about that, to me, that's a 74 and a 76. That's a C. But in the Spanish grading system, really 7s and 8s are in the same category as being good. That is, considered acceptable. You are meeting all of the requirements. And so my professors seem to be really happy with that. So I'm choosing to be happy with it as well, and not beating myself up for not doing, the 8s and 9s that I've done in the past, because this has been a really weird year. And, after having back pain for a couple months straight, I'm proud of what I was able to do and what I was able to push through to be able to get the grades that I got, despite the fact that I wasn't always sleeping great and I wasn't always able to exercise like I wanted to. And, sitting was uncomfortable if I sat for more than an hour. Some of that is still true. The sleep has been much better. There are still rough nights if I sleep wrong or if I do too much the day before, especially too much sitting. I'll hurt and I'll put on the heating pad, and then most times by the next morning it's all right. This morning I was sore because of the arm stuff that we did yesterday in PT, and I don't remember if it was, I guess it was late last night or early in the morning, one of the two, that I took Tylenol and went back to sleep and woke up this morning feeling good, went for a walk, and I think the Tylenol has worn off now because I'm a little sore in both my low and upper back, but it's not terrible, and I know that I'm going to have some soreness as I continue to build muscle. So my plan for the summer, though, don't think that I'm going to sit around all summer now and do nothing, because that's never, I know I'm a teacher, but that's never really been my thing. I am re-enrolling in my thesis class in June, here in the middle of June. So basically, I was already enrolled in that as part of my master's program, and then since I didn't, prepare the thesis to defend this spring, all I'm going to do then is just re-enroll in that, and then I will have until next spring to defend that thesis. So I'm really going to dive in this summer in between my upper body strength training and my swims and my walks to work on that thesis and get a jump start this summer. And hopefully my plan is that next fall, when school starts, I'll be far enough in that I'm going to be dedicating a good number of hours a week. I know that, but I'm hoping that I can manage a little bit better than I did this year and not have to sit so much after work with my thesis as I did with my coursework. So I'll keep my fingers crossed and be a master planner this summer and get through as much as I can to make next school year easier. I'm actually just sitting down today, lesson planning for next year. I know it sounds crazy, but August will be here before I know it, and I just thought, well, I've got a couple of things that I can get done today. So I did that, and I'm tired, and I'm sore, but I'm feeling good, and I'm excited that strength training is sort of back on the agenda in physical therapy, and I can just keep getting better and stronger. So I hope y'all are having a good day, enjoying the nice weather. Be safe this Memorial Day weekend, but enjoy the time with your family and friends. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.